Hello. One of the most rewarding achievements of marketing is finding a point of differentiation from competition, contributing to perceptions which give a clear comparative advantage. Connected with this is the mantra for any marketing activity, in particular advertising, that it should be based on the brand to the extent that no other competitor could use the positioning chosen. This is widely accepted, but the full implications of it aren't necessarily always fully recognized. For if the point of differentiation comes from an intrinsic quality, then it is by definition relatively impregnable, as no other brand can replicate it, given it is not in their nature. Any extrinsic quality has no such strength, as it is only too easy to copy or capture by competition. The basis for this was best expressed by the novelist Jeanette Winterson, when she said that at an early age she realized that whatever is on the outside can be taken away. Only what is inside you is safe. Hence the triumph of the intrinsic over the extrinsic. I mean, this is evident in the power of a person or firm's reputation, which relies completely on the perceptions of their intrinsic merits. The importance of the intrinsic is echoed on a wider scale, in fact, by the insistence on education by vulnerable groups such as Jews and now Palestinians, because it's something that can never be taken away from them, and they can always take with them wherever they go. In marketing, this distinction isn't often clearly recognized, and often an extrinsic aspect will take center stage, despite the vulnerability of such a position. A prime example of this is price, which is imposed from the outside and so is not a part of the brand. Given this, it's obviously easy for competition to copy or undermine, and it sometimes results in a price war, which of course is the antithesis of marketing. Another common approach is the resort to a celebrity, a hired gun essentially, who seldom has any inherent connection with the brand. Sometimes celebrities can be in tune with a brand and reinforce it, as is the case with Jamie Oliver when he did the advertising for Sainsbury's supermarkets with great success. But mostly they have little relevance to the brand, and so fail to give it any intrinsic underwriting. Steve Jobs, despite his role in the success of Apple, refused to do a voiceover for iMac, saying that if we use my voice, when people find out, they'll say it's about me. It's not. It's about Apple. A realistic perspective of which few seem to be aware. There is also the much lauded approach of lifestyle advertising, when a particular lifestyle is poached by the brand in much the same way as a celebrity is. However, this is an even more vulnerable route, as it focuses on a particular extrinsic aspect which can easily be taken by competition. Jack Daniels has one of the most endearing and successful advertising campaigns in history, but they are always open to new campaigns from advertising agencies when they entered new markets, but on condition that they tested them against the original Jack Daniels campaign. Invariably, they came up with lifestyle ads. The original campaign always won. On a wider plane, Daniel Lewandowski, in the 2016 American presidential campaign, recognized the power of the intrinsic when he said, against much opposition, "Let Trump be Trump," playing to his intrinsic values. We saw the result. Finally, the strength and success resulting from a focus on the intrinsic was neatly summed up by Bruce Springsteen.
And if I was going to make my mark, I was going to have my songwriting was going to have to really be something that excelled. The guys that I studied were guys that could create an entire world within the songs they were writing. And I was going to create a world out of who I actually was, out of living in New Jersey, out of being a beach bum, out of living on the shore, out of living on and by the boardwalk. I felt like I came from a very unique place, and a place that really hadn't been written about or even looked at in the rest of rock history. The uniqueness of my own localism was something I wanted to use as a strength rather than as something to get away from.